Hi there, it's me JD. Today we will do an experiment. The title of this experiment is limewater test. The objective of this experiment is to check for the presence of carbon dioxide in the air and in your breath using the limewater test. The materials we will need: clear limewater, 2 soda straws, we used a tube, and then a hand air pump, and 2 baby food jars. To prepare the clear lime water, we will need calcium hydroxide, courtesy of Tita She, a funnel, coffee filter, paper filter, filter paper, a bottle where we will store the lime water, a container where we will mix the calcium hydroxide and the water, and then water. So first, we're going to get 1 teaspoon. Okay, we will add just to do the clear lime water. We will first prepare the lime water. First, we will add the calcium hydroxide, 1 teaspoon of calcium. Okay, 1/2 quart or 1 pint of water, and then we will mix the calcium hydroxide. After that, we will add 1 teaspoon of calcium hydroxide. Now we'll add. Then we will mix the calcium hydroxide and the water. After mixing, we will put the funnel into the bottle and then the filter paper to separate the undissolved calcium hydroxide. So now we will pour it in. We will compare the 2 containers. This one it's not clear, and we have calcium hydroxide that settled to the bottom. But here it's clear because we filtered out the unmixed calcium hydroxide that did not dissolve carbon hydroxide. I think we have filtered enough clear lime water for the experiment. So now we will pour from this flask. We will pour into the jar half. No, I meant 1/4 full. There you go. And also the same, 1/4. There you go. They're the same. So now, what we will do, the first thing, I will use a tube to blow. So we will put the tube here, and I will blow into the lime water until something happens. Okay, now a change has happened. Now it is not clear anymore. not that clear. And then, okay, when we compare the differences, this one is turbid inside, it's not clear, while this one, which I didn't blow in, it's clear, crystal clear. So next, we will insert a tube into this, and we will pump air inside. And no change has happened. So what we're seeing now is the atmospheric gas that is going through the air pump into the tube, into the lime water. So as we can see, there was no change. So when we compare them, this one is not clear, so it's turbid inside, while this one is crystal clear.
Why?
Because when there is a presence of carbon dioxide,
When
there is the presence of carbon dioxide, when we blow, carbon dioxide comes out, and then it makes the it breaks the calcium. It reacts with the calcium hydroxide and produces calcium carbonate, which will mix. It's soluble in water. It's insoluble, so it will become turbid.
What
Like
about the
this.
other one?
The other one, there was not that much. There was no carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
You were just pumping.
Yes, because I was just pumping atmospheric air like this.
And so
So that means there was no carbon dioxide in the air.
how sure are you?
Uh, Not that sure. There is carbon dioxide in the air, but it's only a little, around 1%. While the other gases are in large amounts, like oxygen and nitrogen.
Okay. So what is this experiment telling us?
That carbon di- that means when we breathe out, carbon dioxide is produced.
Hmm.
But if we test the air, if there is carbon dioxide, there's not that much carbon dioxide. That's why it doesn't react.
Hmm.
The carbon dioxide amount in the air is too small to affect the lime water. But I would think if in a city, it would become a little turbid because there's more carbon dioxide in the city.
But the question is, remember there are a lot of living who breathes out carbon dioxide?
Animals and humans.
And humans. So there are a lot of animals and humans breathing out carbon dioxide. How come that the air that you pumped into the lime water did not make it that turbid compared to the other jar?
Because the air I breathe out, the person breathes out, is mostly carbon dioxide. And then a little amount of mixture of gases.
And
Wh-
while when the air you pumped is only
Is 1% carbon dioxide, 72% nitrogen. I meant, the more nitrogen and oxygen than the carbon dioxide. That's why it doesn't become that turbid.
my question, I'm just wondering because there are a lot of living organisms, animals and humans breathing out carbon dioxide into the air. How come it does not have that same effect? Does this mean that carbon dioxide does not build up in the
Yes.
atmosphere? Where does it go?
It goes into the plants. The plants use carbon dioxide in photosynthesis to produce more oxygen than the carbon dioxide.
Okay.
But now, if people are going to cut the plants, and there's not enough plants to absorb the 1% of carbon dioxide, it will grow and grow and grow until the whole Earth is like Venus. The gases on Venus are the same as on Earth. No
So it
more
will
oxygen.
build up in the atmosphere. Why?
Yes.
What does carbon dioxide do?
Carbon dioxide produces a greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is the effect where it's very warm because the sun's heat is trapped inside the earth, causing the global warming, which can cause El Nino, which cause droughts and no rainfall than usual, and stronger typhoons that will damage more houses. Thank you. After 24 hours of making the lime water, it settle, we have the sediment here, which is the calcium hydroxide, which didn't mix, and here is the clear lime water, and we will use the top part. So we're going to fill each jar 1/4 full with this clear lime water, and then also the other one. So they will be ideally the same level. And now we're going to use the tube. First, I'm going to blow into the clear lime water. Okay, now the water has turned turbid, and it's not clear anymore, not like this one. If you would compare them, this one is crystal clear, I meant very clear, while this one is not. It's not clear. It's you cannot see through it, so it's something like opaque. Yeah, it's opaque. Well, this one is transparent. And then after that, after blowing into the cup, now we will use a hand air pump to test for carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. But first, we should compare them. Like this one, you can see it's clear, very clear, while this one not. Okay, you will say it's not clear. Okay, now we have the air pump, and then we will pump air into this. And no change has happened. If you want to compare it with the water, with the one where I blowed in, you would compare it. So, okay, this one is clear lime water. We took the top part, not this part. Then here is the atmosphere air that I pumped in using the hand air pump. And then here is the place where I blew. And the results are, this one became turbid, this one remained clear, and this one of course is clear because we didn't blow into it.
Why
So,
is it turbid?
because the carbon dioxide in my breath mixes with the calcium hydroxide to produce calcium carbonate, which will it's insoluble in the water, so it will turn turbid. While this one, there was no carbon dioxide to make it turbid. So, actually, the air, imagine a balloon, it's large amount of nitrogen, then oxygen, then 1% other gases, including carbon dioxide. So, there was a little carbon dioxide in the air. And the reason why there is little carbon dioxide in the air, even if there's so many cars to pollute the air, the plants will absorb the carbon dioxide to produce the oxygen that we need for life. Thank you.